welcome to Living Life on Life's Terms. Hey, this is Ben G. This is going to be part 3 of my indoor winter gardening update. Before we get into the plants, I just want to go ahead and mention that I did get a cold mist humidifier. Got off Amazon really cheap. I just used distilled water and filling it up approximately every 12 hours. So that's about how often I'm in the tent checking on my water. It's really made a huge difference in my humidity. We are in the South and it is winter, despite the fact I'm having this ventilation on very low just to keep circulation going. I do have this dry heater, which I will be changing over to a radiator heater, but it does dry the air out. So the door's been open for a while. See if I can get some light to see here. You know, we're at 37% humidity. With the doors closed and me be able to check that Bluetooth wise, from the outside, it brought me from a 19 point something humidity all the way up to 40 something last night. Also, my light has been doing great. This is not the height that I usually have it at. I lowered it down 2 days ago to about 18 inches from top of the canopy of the seedlings. And it is now raised up for our viewing. Excuse the hot mess. I'm still working on getting everything dialed in to where I want to latch it with zip ties. The thermostat's been working really well. Been shutting off the heater. Been keeping it around 75. I did lower my set point. About to lower my set point to 75. Still got it on 80, but it's still keeping it around 75. Also with the timer up there, I've got one side is always on, the other side is going to be timed. I've got my lights on for 16 hours. So I've been slowly, like I said, increasing the light, lowering the light, increasing the amount of light. Now, let's take a look at what we got down here. This will be our week 3 update. All right, let's start with the, this is arugula, sorry. Man, the arugula has really picked up. I know this seems slow for you guys, but as you can see, my secondary leaves are coming on. I am so excited. All 6 of those came up. Let me back this camera out, and I want to show you guys. I put them in these net cups already, and I'm trying to keep just a little water down there. Let's see if I can get it in the light. Find one that's got... See that? See that little guy? That's roots. Roots coming out of the bottom. That one's not impressive. I'm trying to find a really good one. And so we may leave those in there one more week. I am going to today show you the transfer device. We're going to get these pails ready. We're at least going to do that today, but I may leave that for another week. But like I said, man, those are all looking good. That's probably just going to be all one tote. Secondly, we got the butter crunch coming along really good. Might see the beginnings of a second leaf going on there. I'm still trying to thin them out. I planted more than one seed, of course, to try to assure 100% germination. These guys seem like they're a little more prolific with the roots. Find one that's got some. Well, maybe not. I know I saw some peppers with roots. All right, and so then let's back out. So all 6 of those germinated. However, let's go over to the spinach. Guys, I don't know what. I know everything I've researched says spinach takes longer to germinate. Should be like a week to 10 days behind it. I've got 1 out of 4. Just not very much luck with spinach. I thought maybe that second guy right there was going to come out, but I'm starting to doubt it. I think I'm going to go ahead and plant about 5 bok choy. All right. And then let's just take a generalized look over all these peppers. I think I zoomed in too much. Hang tight. Peppers are doing great. I'm really getting high germination rates. I've still got a few that haven't come through, and I got a few that are volunteering. A lot of these guys, backing out just a little on the camera, are poking their heads through. I'm going to list a list of all the ones I'm growing. Believe it or not, guys, I didn't throw all these in here randomly. I've got a map that's going to show me, because once you plant the seeds, and sometimes up until they pepper, it's very hard to differentiate, what did you plant? And so I've got them all labeled, and I think I'm going to wind up putting a lot of these over into the net cups and getting them kind of separated, the ones that are already out versus the ones that are still waiting on germination. This guy right here is trying. All right, now this one I do have labeled. Let's just pull it out. Bolivian Rainbow. I'm really excited about this pepper. All 4 out of 5 germinated. It was one of my first ones to come out. They make these Christmas peppers, these little peppers of all different colors, and really excited about them. They're not so much to eat, they're more of an ornamental kind of plant, and I'm hoping to at least get 2 outside or 3 outside and 1 inside that I'm going to do inside and kind of turn it into a bonsai tree with Christmas peppers, rainbow of peppers. All right, so that's kind of where we are now, and I'll be right back. We're going to take some totes inside. We're going to take at least 1 tote inside. We're going to pre-drill our holes and get ready for that, and then I'm going to bring all these peppers inside and kind of do a little mix and match and reorganizing. Be right back. All right, guys, so what we got here is a 17-gallon tote from Lowe's. You can get them at Home Depot. Actually, I got this at Home Depot. But you can find them a different way. So it's got nice interlocking lids. You're looking for something sturdy, guys. You don't want to go well, let me just say a disclaimer real quick. Guys, for all you that know how to do this, I learned all this information off of YouTube. You can find hundreds and hundreds of videos with people doing it a lot better. This is mainly for people that don't know anything about it. And also and to be honest, some of my family are just curious what I'm doing, my friends that don't know anything about it. So, feel free to skip forward on this part. I'm just going to show you how we're going, the container, and how we're going to start out on this. So, super loud. It's a nice hard tote, thick walls. It'll hold all this and not distort any shape. It'll hold all the water, okay? There shouldn't be any evaporation. It's black. Sorry. It's black, so, we're going to explain that later why black's important. You don't want any light to enter your water medium because it can grow algae. All right, so I'm just going to show you, it's not the most attractive lid in the world, I know, but just try to keep in mind you're not keeping it in your house or anything. So, these guys are 2-inch net cups. You can get them off Amazon. Like I said, for all those you don't know. They're super cheap, reliable. You can use them over and over again. So I'm just going to set them out here and kind of show you what my plan is. Okay, so this is going to be the orientation of them as they're going to sit in there. Like I said, 2-inch net pots. When you're drilling the hole, as you can see, we're wider at the top than we are at the bottom, right? We want it to sit down in there on this lip. All right, so it just so happens that 2-inch net cup, if you go buy a hole saw bit, just about everybody's got a drill around the house. You can get these off Amazon, Lowe's, whatever. It's size 55 millimeters. So what we'll do is we'll attach that. It's got a little drill bit here in the center for it to latch onto, and we'll drill a hole that'll exactly fit this net cup. I'm not going to put you through that process, but one time, and I'm going to, hopefully it won't be too loud. But you just attach it to the drill, go in just enough till it catches, and then put it in reverse, and that way it gives you a cleaner hole. All right? I'll be back.
God, son, when are you going to learn to be prepared? I tried to teach you this when you went to school. It's a 51 millimeter hole saw, not a 55. And why couldn't you charge the battery and be prepared for once in your life? You must have gotten that from your mother.
All right, guys. Here's my ugly mug again. I was gonna go ahead and show you guys how to get them holes cut, but you know, what can I say? The battery was dead, needs to be recharged, and with that being in light, I'd like to get this video published and out today. So we will pick up with that next week, and we will more than likely be dropping and mixing the hydroponic solutions, the nutrient solution, and dropping the lettuce, the two variants, the arugula and the butter crunch. And then we'll, of course, look at our peppers to see if they're further along. I would like to just go ahead and say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for checking out this channel. Thank you for being patient with my camera, my lack of inept being good with the camera. I'm not a good wordsmith at times. I stutter. Hey, I just do this because I'm enjoying it, and just want to show people, you can be happy. You can find a hobby to do, man. And to me, it's creation. It's watching. I love biology. I've always loved gardening. I think it's exciting. I just want to go ahead and tell you what peppers that we are growing real quick. I am going to put a link at the bottom of all the seeds that I planted, and like I said, we'll have a better detailed map of what's actually come up and germinated. But I ordered and planted Scotch Brain, Bubblegum 7 Naga Red, Brazilian Moruga, Caramel Boot Jolkia. I'm sure I mispronounced it. That's also common name would be ghost pepper. Caramel Boot Jolkia. Fidelia Peach, White Habanero, Orange Butch Tea Scorpions, and showed you the Bolivian Rainbow pepper plants as well. Guys, I'm just, that's a rainbow of colors. I went from my favorite one so far is habanero. My heat tolerance, as you can see from all those death nut challenges and everything, is increased. I'm able to taste the peppers now, the flavors of them. I'm looking forward to all the fresh pods and everything. So I do want to mention that I've got a fellow friend, a YouTuber, real famous. I'm not going to let it out there because I hadn't asked his permission to say it yet. Has agreed to let me do an interview with him. I am so happy and flattered that he's going to let me do it. So as a new grower, I'm going to be able to answer a few questions, or ask a few questions, and have him answer. He's been a real big mentor of me. I wish I lived local so I could go check out his actual growing process. He's been doing this for years, has really good success at YouTube, has won some blue ribbons at his state fair. So he's quite the character. I get a kick out of him. So I'm going to wait for his permission. He's agreed to do it. We'll probably be doing that on his channel at the end of February. So once I send my questions to him, he's going to answer them or pick which ones he wants to answer and release it on his channel. But as soon as I get his permission on my channel to release that, I will be sure to let you know. Once again, guys, thank you so much. And please comment, like, subscribe. If you don't like it, flip the channel. If you want to down thumb me, go ahead, man. It's not hurting my feelings. It's all good. I still love you. Besides your, putting away your principles or your personalities, man, I'm still going to love you, man, even if you thumbs down me. But, nobody's forcing anybody to watch these channels. But if you do like me, man, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to put a link up here. It's going to show you the 2 videos previous to this, and look forward to it, please. Every Wednesday, hopefully like clockwork, I'm going to let another one go for our winter garden series. Thank you, and have a good day.